To present the trophy for YouTube TV, here is WNBA Commissioner Cathy Englebert.
Thank you, Holly. Well, we're here today to celebrate a champion.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Geneva, this is Geneva in General, and as you can see, okay, look at me, I'm all decked out. I just got back from my official college graduation, guys. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm happy that the journey is somewhat low-key over. I have completed my bachelor's degree, okay? I just got my Bachelor of Science in Finance with a concentration in Wealth Management. My ceremony was actually in West Lafayette, Indiana. That's where I had graduated from, Purdue University. Shout out to all the boilers, okay? Boilers up. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm exhausted, guys. But even though, like, I'm exhausted, I'm still kind of, like, on a high, like, a little rush of, you know, my college graduation. But I wanted to do this video, guys, because, again, it's so much more that we can talk about when it comes to the Las Vegas Aces being the 2025 WNBA champions, okay? Just last night, we saw A'ja Wilson lead her team into a 4-game sweep, okay? And 4 games, guys. It just took 4 games for the Las Vegas Aces to completely sweep up and annihilate and ultimately defeat and terminate the Phoenix Mercury in the WNBA's first best out of 7 game series, okay? It was so much history that was made, guys. It was so much history that was made in just this past season, but just in last night's game. It was so embarrassing. So embarrassing for the Phoenix Mercury. Not only did we see their coach, being Nate Tibbetts, get thrown out, he got ejected from the game, okay, due to, like, getting to that female ref's face, and he was, like, on the court cursing and hollering, acting a fool. He got ejected, and then all of that happened, and then the Phoenix Mercury ended up losing at their home court again, game 2, okay, at their home court, but they lost 4 games in a row. Just completely unacceptable, guys. I don't know about y'all. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. I don't want to be harsh. I don't want to wish this on nobody, but I would be afraid for my job if I was Nate Tibbetts. But what I did fail to mention, guys, in my last night's video, when I had called the game, and when I gave my analysis of the Las Vegas Aces winning Game 5 in the championship series, the 7-game final series, is the fact that when the Las Vegas Aces won, we saw Cathy Englebert. Of course, she's the commissioner. She was giving out the awards. She was giving out the trophies. She was giving out the hats. And she wanted to give her little speech. The freaking crowd, guys. Again, I was watching it right here on my mom's couch, okay? Me and my mom was watching it together. We saw history be made, okay? Shout out to the MVP ×4, A'ja Wilson and the Aces. We literally heard the boos from the crowd. Cathy Englebert was getting booed just so horribly. Just like the freaking... You could barely hear her. And again, we were watching this from our TV here at my mom's house. And people that was actually at the game, physically present at the Phoenix Mercury's arena, they were on Twitter saying, like, guys, we literally could not hear a word Cathy Englebert was saying with her microphone because that's how loud the boos was. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Maybe I'm just too much of an empath. As horrible as we can, you know, paint Cathy Englebert out to be, maybe she is horrible. Again, I don't know the woman from a can of paint on a personal level, but as a commissioner, yes, she does have a lot that she needs to work on. Yes, she does leave a lot to be desired, but at the same time, it's like, that was mean, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad for Cathy. Like, not only is she, like, a woman, but, like, she's an older woman. She's, like, in her 60s? Cathy Englebert gotta be, again, no tea, no shade. She looks to me to be at least 65 up. Okay, she's double ARP status. She's, like, you know, in that age range of, like, you know, retirement, pretty much, so to speak. And it was like, I ain't gonna lie, it bothered me somewhat. Again, I understand y'all can feel how y'all want to feel, but at the same time, a little bit, like, again, the empath in me, I felt some type of way about the crowd booing Cathy Englebert in the manner of which they did. Guys, please allow me to read to you a little article brought to you by Sports Illustrated. It is titled, A'ja Wilson drops a blunt 5-word message to Cathy Englebert amid WNBA Finals boos. And it reads, WNBA Commissioner Cathy Englebert is probably at least a little bit thankful that the Las Vegas Aces swept the Phoenix Mercury in the 2025 WNBA Finals, if only because it means that she doesn't have to be in front of cameras for a while after what has been a rough last few weeks. Englebert has been the subject of criticism from women's basketball fans and players for a long time. However, this criticism has reached a fever pitch ever since Lynx star Napheesa Collier's scathing criticism of her during an interview at the end of September. Collier has received unconditional support from her peers and fans in the wake of this, which has turned Englebert into even more of a villainous figure than she already was. two-time reigning WNBA MVP Asia Wilson said of Englebert's alleged comments to Collier, had an opportunity to listen to Fee, and I just want to say I was honestly disgusted by the comments that Cathy made when speaking with the media last week. It says Englebert had to be in the spotlight on Friday night for the Aces Championship Award ceremony, and she was serenaded with a chorus of boos from fans in attendance. Fans couldn't help but notice how several Aces players, including Wilson herself, were reacting to how the stadium was receiving Englebert, which was then posted on social media. So again, guys, it wasn't just the crowd. Even, Asia Wilson and the rest of the Las Vegas Aces team, the players of the team, Jewel, Lloyd, Dana Evans, Chelsea Gray, Asia Wilson, even Alyssa Smith, they was all in the background cringing, okay? The faces that they were making, their faces was just twisting and contorting, and, like, you could tell, like, it was just cringy. They do not respect Cathy Englebert. They don't like her. They don't respect her. They damn sure don't love her, okay? And you can see, like, she tried to, like, sneak in, Cathy Englebert, tried to get, like, a quick photo with Asia Wilson actually holding the 2025 WNBA championship. And, Asia Wilson was as gracious as she could possibly be, and she let her get, like, a little quick moment. Then as soon as that camera snapped, she immediately fell back from Cathy Englebert. I ain't gonna lie, again, I felt bad. Wilson and her teammate Chelsea Gray were amongst several Aces players who spoke with the media after winning the WNBA Finals on Friday night. And when asked about the boos Englebert received, neither superstar minced any words. When you have great players, you need to treat them like that, Gray said, per a Twitter post from Desert Wave Media, before Wilson began playing a tambourine. And that's top to bottom. There has been a lot of eyes on this league, and everybody's been stepping up to the plate and putting on performances that's legendary. We have legends that you guys get to witness every day. When we have a league full of people like that, it needs to be treated as such. Don't play in our faces, Wilson then added. Because Gray then reiterated, when you have players like that at the forefront of change, you've got to pay them like that. You've got to value them like that, because there's no league without the players. And I agree. Again, this is also a money issue. She said you have to pay them like that, okay? From the words of Chelsea Gray. It seems as though, again, a lot of the beef that a lot of the players, the whole league have with Cathy Englebert. And again, I want to do a whole separate video on this, guys. Again, I'm sorry it's getting late. I'm about to shower and go to bed. But I had to just get a video out specifically about the boos that Cathy Englebert had gotten, okay, just last night in the Game 4 of the WNBA Finals, okay, with the Las Vegas Aces taking the championship. The fact that there are no public financial statements and documents for the WNBA that you can see, players have actually said that Cathy Englebert and the powers that be in the WNBA, they are very, insidious about the way that they disclose certain financial information, statements, documents, supporting documents. Like, it's certain things that they just refuse to allow the players to see, such as league revenue growth, etc., etc. Obviously, again, Cathy Englebert is a very intelligent, powerful woman. She graduated, okay, with like a bachelor's or master's in accounting, okay? She worked for Deloitte. She ran that company with an iron fist. She ran it like a freaking Navy captain for 10, 15 years. So again, I can understand why the players of the WNBA do not believe that Cathy Englebert had their best interests at heart, specifically on a financial level, okay? But again, I'm going to just ask y'all, okay, in the comments below, did y'all agree with the way that the crowd was booing Cathy Englebert in last night's game? Again, for me, myself, guys, as an empath, I did feel a little bit bad for Cathy Englebert, but again, it's like it is what it is. Again, you gotta treat the players better, and you gotta pay the players better, okay? But guys, comment down below your thoughts on Cathy Englebert getting booed out of the Phoenix Mercury's arena in last night's Game 4 of the WNBA Finals, where we saw the Las Vegas Aces and WNBA champion MVP ×4 Asia Wilson get her third championship in just 4 years. Guys, comment down below your thoughts.